This is the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Tuesday, the 9th of May. I'm James Spann, Alabama's weather, featuring a typical mixed bag today. We have some strong storms in scattered pockets. We have some sunshine. It's very warm and it's very humid. Thought we'd go right to the radar today, and we're kind of focusing on these heavier storms on the eastern side of the state. And I'm doing this update live at 2:35, and at that point we had severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of Coosa, Tallapoosa, and in East Alabama, in Chambers County in East Alabama. One cluster of strong storms approaching Alexander City, coming down from Goodwater and Rockford down toward Kellyton, Alexander City, and Dadeville. And the other cluster of strong storms is in northern Chambers County. That'll be passing a little to the east of the city of Lafayette. And the main concern with these storms, hail and strong winds. We've seen mostly small hail with these storms over the past couple of hours, but again, they might be up to the size of quarters in spots. And also on the leading edge of these storms, you'll see some strong straight-line winds. No tornado threat today. So again, at 2:36, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect now for parts of Coosa, Tallapoosa, and Chambers County in East Alabama. And we'll check back with the radar in just a moment. Here's the upper air look. And again, we're getting in the summer pattern. A weak flow aloft, no major dynamic support, just small-scale boundaries. That's the reason for the storms over East Alabama. The main westerlies, the stronger winds aloft, are north of the state now. Check the visible satellite view. You can clearly see that thunderstorm cluster over East Alabama, those bright white clouds there. But other than that, not a bad day. We have a partly to mostly sunny sky. And it's pretty warm. Temperatures are well up in the 80s away from the showers. Now, notice Pell City is showing 68. That's because they had the cluster of showers to come through there and storms. Anniston a bit cooler with nearby showers, but most spots in the mid-80s, a few spots in the upper 80s. Tuscaloosa, 87. Montgomery and Dothan at 87. Huntsville, 88. How about that for the warm spot up in the Tennessee Valley? And we're going to stay very warm right on through the weekend. And one more time, let's go back to the radar and again kind of go out to a larger view here, and you can see that the activity is fairly isolated today. And again, the storms are pushing from north to south along a boundary, and really that boundary started last night over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. And the storms reformed on that over areas east of Birmingham. We first had a very small storm near Raglan producing some hail, and those have increased as the air becomes more unstable. And again, you can see those coming down from the northwest, affecting parts of Talladega, Coosa, Tallapoosa, Randolph, and Chambers County. And again, the main concern, small hail, strong straight-line winds. We have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for parts of Coosa, Tallapoosa, and Chambers counties. And those storms will keep on moving down toward the Interstate 85 corridor this afternoon. Check the watch warning map around the country today. Pretty quiet. We've got a few spots under severe thunderstorm watches, one over Kansas, one over parts of Virginia and North Carolina. And we have multiple pockets around the country with a chance of severe storms through tonight. An enhanced risk over parts of Kansas. This is tomorrow. We have a risk of severe storms across the western high plains. Also a marginal risk over southeastern Texas and southwest Louisiana. And day 3, which is Thursday, got a risk of severe storms out across the nation's heartland. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. And again, you know the deal. These maps are just tough to draw in the warm season between now and September because of the random scattered nature of the storms. For example, today, some spots in East Alabama have seen almost 1 inch, many places with nothing. But on an average basis, rain amounts 1/2 to 1 inch between now and Tuesday morning of next week. Model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 12Z run, valid tomorrow at 4. Little trough west of the state, a more meaningful trough back in the southwest United States. And again, for us, much like today, warm, humid, a few widely scattered showers or storms. Not raining everywhere. Highs will be in the 80s. There is evidence that the storms could be a little greater in number on Thursday and Friday. Both of those days, a deep moisture layer in place with fairly high precipitable water values. Heights aloft a little lower, the air a bit more unstable. So I'd say we'd see maybe a 50 to 60% chance of any one spot getting wet Thursday, Friday. Still not raining everywhere, certainly not raining all day. Highs in the 80s. And then the showers will probably thin out over the weekend. This is Saturday and this is Sunday. Both days, the sky partly to mostly sunny, highs maybe near 90. And again, yes, there could be a few showers around, but probably not many. I'd suggest a decent chunk of the weekend will be rain-free. Same thing Monday of next week, and this is a week from today. Tuesday, the 16th of May, troughing north of the state. That will be pushing a surface boundary in our direction. There's a surface low that's over Ohio that might bring a little better coverage of showers and storms toward the middle of next week. But understand, we are in that season where it's so frustrating for forecasters. Every day, there's a chance of rain. But they're random and scattered, and they are just impossible to identify in advance exactly when and where it's going to rain. So you hear those terms, scattered storms and showers in the forecast almost every day. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week, the 19th, troughing over the northeast United States. And there's evidence the humidity values could be a little lower toward the latter half of next week as a slightly drier air mass pushes in here. So it could be the better coverage of showers and thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, then trending drier and not as humid for the latter half of the week. Rain for Birmingham coming off the GFS ensemble, the mean around 3 inches between now and the 25th of May. Temperatures from the National Blend of Models. This is for Birmingham. Your number could vary. Mostly 80s, but again, the NBM wants to spit out 92 hot ones on Sunday. How about that? And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house. This is for May 17th through May 23rd. And if this works out, temperatures should be pretty close to average around here. Hey, let's roll that Pepsi Kid Cam, Mount Olive Elementary School. The kindergarten students, they're looking good. And I would suggest they're ready to go to first grade. I think they're ready for that big promotion. Had a great time today talking about weather. And ooh, you know what those things are? Those are cupcakes. Man, those are a treat. But I love coming to see the kids at Mount Olive every year, and they were looking good in the cafeteria. This school year is winding down fast. It'll be over sooner than later here on the 9th of May. It's getting that time of the year. Summertime almost here. So we have notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. And I tell you what, one more time, let's go back to our thunderstorms on the eastern side of the state. And again, if you're just joining us, we have severe thunderstorm warnings in effect now for parts of Coosa, Tallapoosa, and Chambers counties. The greatest chance of hail is a little north of Alexander City in Tallapoosa County. And the storm's also producing some gusty winds, probably some hail falling in that storm, a little to the east of 5 Points on the Alabama-Georgia state line. Really no evidence the hail is excessively large at this point. Most likely it's a smaller hail. And again, those storms are dropping down to the southeast. Again, there's a look at the animation, and you can see the storm motion from north-northwest to south-southeast. And additional storms could form this evening, and again, random and scattered, although these storms are along a small-scale boundary from some activity late last night. And again, once we get the sun down, those will slowly begin to fade. So again, notes on the blog, alabamawx.com. Had a great time today at Mount Olive, and also spending some time at the Rise Center on the campus of the University of Alabama. That's an amazing facility there. Tomorrow, headed down to Auburn, Lee Scott Academy. Lee County, that'll be fun. Thursday, got a homeschool group in Vestavia at the library there. Friday, headed down to Watauga County. Be speaking to the kids at Pine Level Elementary School. And Saturday, a book signing, Cafe 242 in Odenville, St. Clair County. We'll be there from 9 to noon. We have a lot of fun at these. Take a lot of pictures, and we'll have all the books. All you can do is pray, Weathering Life, Benny and Chipper, our weather book for kids. The shirts and all the other weather dweeb stuff. So come see us 9 to noon, Saturday, Cafe 242 in Odenville. And of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, right across the hall over there in Studio A, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.